Me as a test case. When you're planning all that, I'm in Lubbock jail. You're in Lubbock. Justice Scalia's in West Texas, and he ends up dead. What are the chances? You like using stuff and making it look like something else. Yep. I don't think he died. There's the false arrest. False police report in retaliation for a public servant doing his job as a senator. What part of that is legislative duties? We think you're not clear on what your legislative duties are, sir. There's nothing political about it. There's the dismissal. This is the first time you started talking about last year this time. Get her out of Oklahoma. Take her car, take her home, make her leave. Because she's catching everybody too much. We don't like that. I didn't come up here to pick a fight with anybody. I came up here to get away from one. You're picking the fight. And you're picking the fight with guys that can get me that in jail. Right up under your nose. What else was in that book? You know nothing about. Yeah. So, it's actually not me you're picking a fight with. You're picking a fight with people that had that kind of power. That could get that to be in jail right up under your nose. That is very specific to me, Mr. Perry. It's not some other guy's name on that. It's Fabian's name. The guy you butt into that simulated the email to Mr. Quinn Sullivan. I don't want a scandal. What I want him to do is leave me the fuck alone. These go back to 2011, long before I could have anticipated you'd go into court and say, she filed a false police report in retaliation for my job as a public servant. Because I don't clearly understand my duties that are legislative duties. You don't legislate in Oklahoma. I've lived in Oklahoma longer than I lived in Texas. These are saying, in case he does something to me, I got to document it. He's pulling up behind my house, watching me in my backyard, threatening my business. I didn't go to the media with this. I went to you, Jordan, to tell him to cut it the fuck out in case somebody else sees him. I don't want to be a scandal. I don't want to be the error in judgment. You know, I'm telling him I might have to go back to Vegas with Brandon. See? Those people didn't live in Texas. They did not live in Texas. Your daughter shows up every time I go to the roof. I'm planning to go back the next day. I'm texting people. Let's go to the roof. I went last night. I had a great time. And twice, we canceled at the last minute. Either they canceled or I did. And then the next day, Sunday, I'm looking at Facebook, and the roof has all their pictures from the night before posted, and there's your daughter. What was she doing there right after I've been there, Perry? This, the famous McNamara email. 2015, October 29th. He's trying to arrest me. He wants to coerce me. That's what this whole email is about. The famous McNamara. At this time, you were going to do my kid, too. But you got caught, so you couldn't do my kid, too. And this is the report. Dated 1/21/2016. I'm arrested on the 29th. No police determination had been made yet. No evidence collected. I lost my evidence. Who gave my report right over to the offender at TPD? Not professional. Way they handle stalking, according to the video you just saw. That is when I got a call back from a detective, the 15th. I'm already in Lubbock jail. I got arrested on the 29th, spent a few weeks in Creek County Detention Center, and then got transported to Lubbock. I was in Lubbock when this call came in. We need your evidence, she says. And I guess what you should have done is get it right then when I was there. They're right in front of you, get the evidence right away, so that no alterations or destructions can occur. Right? TPD? Brother. That's the whole thing. Just a few days. Notice in my case, it's just like the 21st and the 29th. Just like a week. The same thing with Officer Neely. I filed a vandalism report. 6 days later, Chief Miller's killed. And Mike is framed. Almost killed too. We're getting him out. What does that say? Charles is trying to do another false arrest. That's dated a long ass time ago. 3/29/19. Everyone knows you want to try to do a second false arrest. You wanted to do it now on the 18th of December, but you got in my wallet and I couldn't be coaxed to where you wanted to go me to do it. Like you wanted to coax Mike to Pensacola. So that kind of backfired on you, didn't it? And then you guys were upset that I quit dancing. Well, you ran off my customers. My guys are like, if you can go in and get evidence, like you had with Mickey James and Pinto and all these guys, text, and you're making money, it's worth it because you can handle the risk. And then it got bad. The risk went up, and you're going home with $30. Not worth it anymore. Don't go back. And you guys are all, oh, well, you ran my money off. So, again, you got my wallet, and it kind of backfired on you twice now, didn't it? So today, all day, my guys are like, listen to this. If they send you to Buffalo Wild Wings, screenshot it. If they send you to Jack in the Box, screenshot it. I want to wiretap on those two people. Because they're not supposed to know where you're going or what you're doing. This is stalking. It is harassment of our witness. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Hacking. Cloning, peeping. They can't know you're going to work unless they're watching you get ready. And then they can't know what company you're working for or what part of town unless they hack your phone. It's not possible. These aren't things I put on Facebook or tweet. I don't rarely even tell my family what I'm doing. I don't tell them when I'm going to the store. I don't tweet it. I don't Facebook it. I'm not that person that goes, I'm doing my laundry now. I'm eating. Look, here's my food. I got to have a colostomy tomorrow. I don't do that. That's not my thing. My thing is, especially because of you, I'm very private about my plans. I don't hardly tell anybody what my plans are. Because you always butt in and mess them up. So, everybody's really, 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 really tired of your causing suffering and hardship. And so getting information like we did today is not hard. Getting all that whole big long thing of what you were going to do out in Manford, not hard at all. Because you're making everybody mad. I don't want to hear from you, Charles. I don't care what you think. I'm having to repeat myself. Listen, I lived my whole life working with doctors, surgeons, federally elected officials and their staff. We only say it one time, man. Having to repeat the same thing over and over and over, and you still don't get it, is very irritating. Very, very irritating. I said leave me alone. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you. I don't want... Get your cameras off me. Get out of my computer. Get out of my phone. Shut up and go away. No one cares what you think. You weren't asked. What were you asked to do? Do you even know? You don't know what your legislative duties are. You clearly have no idea. Because you went into court and said, oh, she's got a political vendetta. There's nothing political about it. Talked about nothing. It's all personal crap. Stalking is a crime. Not part of your legislative duties. It takes thousands of people to pass a law. Not one guy can't do shit. One guy from the smallest district in the state really can't do shit. You're like the low-hanging fruit. So, nobody's going to call you and depend on you. They might include you, but you're not the go-to guy, legislatively. The go-to guys like in Dallas, Houston, big, huge area. They're going to not only get their vote, but they're going to pull votes too, other votes too. You're the new guy in the smallest district in the state. You're not pulling shit. You needed to meet the people I knew so that you could pull shit. You were the new guy. I helped you get elected. And then I left town because you started stalking me. Stalking is not part of your legislative duty, so you clearly don't understand things said to you where you're able to process it properly and then respond appropriately. Just like Neil here.
You want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? You want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you
Stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No, just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
don't. Just
leave me alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Now, I think, again, he paused it while I was trying to talk. Get out of my apps, Mr. Perry. Don't contact me. I hate it. Leave me alone. How many times do I have to repeat the same thing? No one cares what you think. You were not asked. I don't care what you think, sir. Nobody asked you. You weren't asked. Leave me alone. Shut up and get out of my life. Get a life. You get your own life. Butt out of my business. All of it. So we know that every day you guys sit down and decide how much money I have and whether or not you think I'm going to work. And then, you watch me get ready and then pick an app, which one looks busier, and then pick a part of town I'm going to work in and then go work. And then you have your people call into what? Buffalo Wild Wings, Jack in the Box, Chipotle. And so those people, I've been told, screenshot if we get them recorded talking about a certain restaurant, and we'll get a wiretap order on that person. Leave me the fuck alone. You have two choices. Leave me alone. If something is illegal, people don't like it when you do that. In a civilized society, we don't tolerate that conduct. That means it's illegal. Other guys don't do it. Why do you? Other guys can process the information. Women don't like this. So maybe I shouldn't do it. 12 years, you're a reject. 12 years. Move on. Move the fuck on. No one cares what you think. You were not asked. Any more than Neil was asked about her clothes. What was he asked to do? Leave me alone. So your other choice is you fuck with me, you get told on. You asked for it. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care what you think. Don't contact me. I hate it. I moved twice. I've gone to great lengths to make it where you don't contact me. That means I don't like it. Get off me, rapist. Leave me alone.